Jewish history has been really such a fascinating, mysterious, and disturbing saga. Since the giving of the Torah, and even before, the first Jew, Avraham, the only Jew in the world, and everybody was against him. Why? Because he refused to believe in idols and insisted that there's only one God, a true God, and he's the only one we should be worshiping. And for that, he was rejected, he was threatened, abused for 75 years. Until people started to hear what he was saying and started to learn from him, and the belief in God became popular. Hasn't gotten better through all of history. But the strange thing is the reasons. Many people have been discriminated against, abused, caused to suffer terribly. And all of that hatred and all of that abuse was attributed to one reason, one stereotype. You're all bad because you do this or you do that. You're all bad because you live in the wrong place, because the Jewish history is we never know what we're doing wrong. Because no matter what we do, it's wrong. And no matter where we live, it's wrong. Isn't that strange? And that's, I believe, why the sages, for the most part, Jewish leaders throughout all of history, never responded to the stereotype. No, we don't poison wells. No, we don't drink blood. No, we're not out to run the world. We never argued the stereotype because it kept changing. And we knew a few years from now, that's going to be over. Something else is going to become the complaint. With all of that, the survival of the Jewish people becomes even more astonishing and more miraculous. If we had to deal with only one complaint, with only one accusation, with only one stereotype, okay, maybe we could survive that. But when there are endless stereotypes, if you can even call it that, how do you survive? The simple answer is you take the high road. And the high road simply means whatever others may think of us, we know who we are. Isn't that healthy? I mean, isn't that absolutely essential? So the real danger of anti-Semitism is not what others think of us, but what it makes us think of ourselves. And as one observer once said, if everybody thinks you're wrong, if everybody thinks you're out of place, you don't belong here, well, one of two things must be true. Either they are right, which would not be good news, or they have no idea who we are. But we cannot suffer a loss of identity. And thank God, with God's help, despite the odds, we never buckled. We never allowed ourselves to start to doubt ourselves. By and large. You can't have 2,000 years of abuse without starting to doubt yourself a little. Can everybody be wrong? Yeah. Everybody has been wrong about many things. Like the earth was flat. Like politicians are going to do good for it, for the people. Yeah, we've been wrong about many things. Not the least of which is God, Judaism, and Jews. So the real healthy response to all sorts of accusations, all sorts of insults, you may think that, and you're entitled, and it's a free country, you can think whatever you want. But you're so wrong. You're so wrong. We know who we are, we know what we're here for, we know what we're meant to do, and we will continue to do it. To put it in different terms, all threats to any nation is a threat to its existence. The worst people can do to you is curtail your existence. You can't live in this city, you can't have this job, you can't own property, you can't go to the colleges, you can't. All of that simply restricts your existence, your reach. Life is more important than existence. And life means, are you making a difference? Are you contributing something? When existence is bad, life can be great. When you're hungry, when you're discriminated against, when your options are limited, you can be the best in the world. Life means make a difference. Bring goodness to the world. You have shoes? Fine. You don't have shoes? Still a good person. So if we don't let existence and the threat to existence overwhelm our purpose, the reason we exist is life. Existence itself needs justification. Why are we here? What are we here for? If I know why I'm here and what I'm here for, then no matter what the circumstances are, no matter where I am, no matter when I am, I can live out the purpose for which I exist. And that almost guarantees that I will continue to exist. So that really is the answer. That's really the response. People want to guarantee their own existence or increase their existence. That's their option. We're not going to be distracted. We are going to continue to pursue life. And life means make a difference. Do something good. And I think that at this point in history, it's catching on. It's catching on. Most people in the world today, although you won't hear it in the news, most people in the world today are not crazy about existence. They're not obsessing about their existence. They really want to know, what are we here for? And let's get to it. So, we're in better shape than we think. Let's live. That's the answer to all the problems.